Go ahead.
Okay, what is a news story or something that happened in the last month that like made you feel genuinely like hopeless?
News?
Like when you saw it or heard about it?
I am
Bro, the fucking Irina Zarutska's killer not being competent to stand trial. That's huge.
That's the girl that got stabbed up in a bus, right? By
Yeah,
the crazy
and they're-
guy.
No, not stabbed up, straight.
Dude, that's crazy. Not competent to stand trial.
And he already did that like so many other
Yeah, but he's been competent in how many dozens of other cases that he's had to like. That's ridiculous. That made me feel hopeless.
with the guy that killed the Asian grandpa in San Francisco.
Yeah, same with that guy. Same with him getting off. It's crazy.
What's going on?
The guy that killed Vitya. Yeah. It's the
What's
judges,
going
bro. The
on,
judges
man?
are fucking
like, what's the agenda? Like, why are everyone at the same time like getting together and being like, we're just not gonna punish this shit. We're just gonna make it easier and easier.
And how does that make sense to get away with, especially if there's a public outcry? Like, because isn't that supposed to be a representation of like society?
I think that the Irina Zarutska stuff got really politicized in the way that like conservatives and Republicans were almost weaponizing that as a torch, and now the liberal side wants to be like, you didn't get what you were trying to get, and they just like capped it. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the Visha thing because they're not using that. The Republicans aren't using it. It's an Asian
I think that's just
thing.
restorative justice. I think I don't know, maybe the judge saw some kind of like bullshit mercy play and was just like, oh, like let's not jail this person. So stupid.
Because he's young or whatever.
I don't know. Was it maybe the judge was the same race as the guy? It's so like
It's never about justice. Yeah, it's always some other factor.
yeah, it's some weird compromise between like that I'm actually legitimately hopeless about. I'm
Our
just like,
justice system not working?
Yeah, the justice system. You would just think, you know. And also, one that got me hopeless lately was the fucking Rob Bonta. Like his wife was an assemblywoman, and she put forth that bill where it's like the anti-Nick Shirley bill, where if you're looking into fraud, then those people that are doing fraud have a right to tell you to delete the videos you recorded. You have to pay a fine for like investigating on your own. That's insane.
It's insane, right?
Yeah.
That's a California bill, right?
Yeah.
Like if you find stop looking for fraud. That's crazy.
That's to stop like other people from like basically doing the job of the state. You know, that's
Like a vigilante.
I never thought that we would be living in a world where that was a thing now. No,
Are there
that's
people
crazy.
backing it? Like, are there?
It just got moved up, yeah.
Who's
The Dems, yeah, they just moved it up. So
Why?
Now it's going to be seriously considered, yeah.
who wants to do that?
They want to protect their own corruption. I mean, it's a great way to do. I understand the play. Like, I get why they're doing it.
I mean, like everyday citizens, right? Getting like who's on the side of that? And
Lots
what's their argument?
Lots of people just don't.
I've never
like-
seen it.
They just don't like Nick Shirley. They don't like Tyler Olivier.
because they don't like right wingers.
Well, because there's two ways to. There's a really staunch way of looking at it, and that's I don't like that this guy is meddling in the affairs of immigrant people. It like you could just see it that way,
I see,
you know, because you could just think they're innocent, that they're not really doing fraud.
and then they're just being racist.
And if you see it that way, then you know that's
like
it.
stop the racists.
Then
from
it just
coming
looks like they're
down.
being harassed and that they're not guilty or whatever.
But as a lifelong Californian, we know all those rackets happen, and no
Yeah.
one does anything about
As
it.
a fucking racketeering enthusiast,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, they're fucking doing it. But I guess it's one of those things where like some people do look at it and they go, everybody's doing it in government. Why just zone in on the poorest people that are getting ahead?
I see.
You know? So there's different sentiments. But then to make a bill to block it, the hopelessness in that is like, okay, so now you're taking away the ability of the people to like get to the bottom of, you know, corruption of their own government. Because that's not just for the fucking people are thinking of it like, oh, now he won't harass Somalians or Armenians. That's not just for them. That goes for the whole government. Now.
That means like you can't do that for anybody.
That means if it's a fucking like affluent white coalition of people, they are also invincible now.
Yep.
Like you got to look at it bigger than that.
Why is it so many people that are on the stupid side?
I think just like there's some really smart plays where they really make something look like you're punching down when it's really the fucking an uppercut of insane height.
Yeah.
Like it's not punching down. The Vicha thing was really sad though. Because that's as plain as you can get.
That just further made me think that no one cares about Asians. Like, there's
they don't give a fuck.
sympathy or empathy. Like, if crime happens, whatever happens, they're just invisible. They're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Why are you making us all sad and shit, dude?
Because that's what makes love feel good too, you know? The pain has to be there. Come on, Joe, you know this. We can't just be out here joking about stupid shit all the time. We gotta reflect like grown men and have dialogue that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable because here's the truth about that. Like, I didn't even know about the arena thing until right now that you shared that. Yeah. So like, you know, and as much as like we have to constantly be like looking at news and stuff like that, there's still things that you somehow get slipped, you know, you don't pay attention to. Learn about that. It's tragic, but at the same time, it's like, damn, it's more important to be aware of like what you're uncomfortable with, you know, versus just like run away from it, right?
So since we're just kidding news, how do we just kidding these things?
How do we you want to make fun of them?
I think how you do it is you change stop Asian hate. Just kidding. Because
that's what it literally is.
Because that's the final nail in the coffin.
Stop Asian hate.
To the Stop Asian Hate movement. That's the final nail in the coffin. Vicha was the number one thing that was the symbol of why people wanted this, and they didn't get it.
He was the poster boy.
Got off,
of Stop Asian Hate.
Yeah.
And it's ineffective.
That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's what they wanted, at least justice for that. You know, like out of all the incidents, the like insurmountable amounts of attacks and murder, they were just like, but there's just one. Let this guy have his justice, and they didn't even give it to him.
I think vigilantism is gonna start.
But I still hope, and I really, really believe that Asians as a community are above that. I think Asians, and I think it's arguably worse for other races. Asians are really fucking good at like, oh, you did that to us? Okay, we'll just never hire anyone who looks like you for any of these businesses we own. And all the opportunities we can give you, we'll give it to other people. Mm-hmm. They're really good at systemic racism as a response, rather than violence. Yeah. Rather than like be violent and like kick your ass or mug you or like, you know, kill your grandpa. They're more like, we'll just keep all of these blessings away from your people.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, fuck.
Solidarity.
I'm like, you guys don't realize like that's worse for everyone else, you know?
They're like, you know what? You made me mad. I'm going to end your biology. You're not going to exist.
And that's not just like Asians.
In 100 generations, you're not going to exist.
Like if it was fucking Filipinos beating up Chinese people or whatever, they would do the same. They wouldn't just attack back and kill Filipinos. They would just be like, all right, now no Philippines in the trade relations. You know what I mean? That would fuck the country.
We'll make sure that you don't get any supplies.
Exactly. Yeah. Or we're just going to fish your whole ocean out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the real world application of like when people don't like you is bigger than they're going to kick your ass.
No more Bangus breakfast for you. That fried Filipino fish.
Bangus. Yeah, bangus. Yeah.
That's so gangster.
What was the most hopeless thing you went through these days last month?
This is I was just in Turkey, so there's the way that Europe can go to like dance camps is like completely different, right, than like the United States as a whole. It's like there's so many countries within like a 45-minute flight radius. So you get a lot of like different countries and cultures and stuff that go to like, you know, a large event. So in Turkey, there was a lot of different countries that were there. Ironically, there was also like a combination. There were Russians there, and then there were also some Ukrainian students there. And so I was just talking with some of like the students and teachers afterwards, and like there was just such a like this like, oh no, like maybe we should, because there's some countries that are in the middle that speak their maybe native language and Russian, because Russian's like connected to like a lot of different things, or like they occupied a lot of different countries or whatever. So it's like they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't speak this language because like these people are here and like there's ongoing things and it's insensitive to these students from this country. And which is very thoughtful and empathetic, but also very like, man, these are just kids, you know, that love dancing. Yeah. And so the idea that like, you know, something that's happening that's so much bigger than them, but also
politics into like a 13-year-old's conversation.
Yeah. And we're like at a dance camp, but like maybe the social dynamic between students now is like, weird, or everybody's on, walking on eggshells because of things like war, that like they're obviously have no animosity towards each other. And it's just to see that in such a niche, but also like real human place, was just like, man, that sucks. And also, coming from a place of like privilege too, right? Like, we're the fucking asshole Americans that like we're causing problems everywhere, and we'll just fly around like, yeah, we're just tourists. But like certain people, like it's much more complicated. Their opportunities are like actually changing because of like the things that their countries are putting them through, and it's like
apartment's blown up.
Yeah, it's just
There's missiles.
it's just interesting to see like children who just want to dance be affected by something like that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But I get it, Again, like I think it's just it's lucky and easy for us coming from a place of privilege to like sit back and watch stuff and not necessarily almost like have time to think about it.
I was hopeless last week when it hit 90 degrees, but then got cooler, and now I'm hopeful again.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the weather.
Because there was that heat wave, that random heat wave. It was so comfy. I was like, dude, end of March is so comfy. And then a random heat wave came, and I'm like, no, not early this year. And then this week it's comfy again, and I'm hopeful.
LA's heat wave was worse than Vegas's this time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're about to get, they said, the worst El Nino in the last 140 years.
El Nino can't be that Nino anymore. That was a long time ago. He's got to be like El Macho now or some shit.
The hottest and most humid LA summer in the last 140 years.
Oh, what's another thing that was kind of like hopeless is that you guys been seeing all this stuff with Cesar Chavez, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm so convinced now that there's just no historical figure that can ever just be.
You know what I think though? This is what I think, and this might be a crazy take, but the way I think is if you want someone to change the world, they're going to have some crazy tastes. They're going to be an extreme person.
Crazy people do crazy things.
Exactly. So you're going to have to not excuse it, but don't be surprised when you found out that like Martin Luther King was a playa. You know what I mean?
A pussy to relax.
Yeah, to feel whatever he needs to do. And that to me is like, you got to feed the lion some goats sometimes if you want it to be a fucking lion.
And also, like, it's a constant thing that, like, I guess, like, when it comes to bipartisan politics, one side is always trying to take down the other side's leaders all the time. So, like, whether or not you care to look into your own heroes, the opposition does. Yeah. So eventually, like Robert E. Lee, like everyone, the South loved him. Now he's fucking erased from history, basically. They didn't even want to talk about him. Christopher Columbus, like everybody like is just gone. You can get so big and be this huge figure, and then eventually someone chips away at it, finds a little nougat, and then they're like, all right, it's over.
But is it his fault that he became so popular? Because some people just like, they got a mission,
Cesar
and they're
Chavez?
you're just trying to fix, just like people that are put on a pedestal. Like sometimes they just like, hey man, this guy just sings good, or like this guy just does a thing really hard, or he cares about something, that one thing. But then they like make him a mystical figure, and it's like, dude, that guy just does one thing. Like that's like because he's a world famous juggler, you make this whole like honorable story behind a person.
But that's
like,
why I think the motivation is not like, oh my God, we found out this guy was scum. It's that someone's going, oh my God, we found out your hero is scum. They're doing it against the other side. They're not just like looking into it just to make sure they're actually a good person. Like Martin Luther King Jr. is not like, the people exposing that are not other black people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to do a gotcha on a whole community. And I'm like, I'm just tired of that, dude. Like we get it. Everybody who has accomplished huge things are probably terrible people in another department. They have to make sacrifices to do these like huge things. Whatever. Can we just let their accomplishments like live on their own?
Some of the sacrifices are fucked up.
Well, most of them are, but that's the thing. It's like we're still living on the benefits that they gave us. Like Christopher Columbus might have been a piece of shit. We're still fucking saying thank you by living in this world. You know what I mean? Like I get it. People are fucking horrible. We're horrible today. We're doing bad shit. People are gonna be pissed at our whole civilization for how much plastic we used someday. I don't know. That doesn't mean like people. Yeah, I'm just like, don't waste your time trying to take down these people that are not supposed to be gods in the first place.
/ they're dead. Like they genuinely won't feel it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, whatever. Let's just figure out stuff happening now.
That's kind of cool that Christopher Columbus got head on the Santa Maria, huh?
The Nina de Pita and the Santa
There's a
Maria.
fucking photo of that?
No, it was just a match.
Hey, but did you know he was Jewish?
I didn't know that.
Everybody's Jewish these. I found out Bruce Lee was Jewish.
He's part Jewish, dude.
My feed's crazy.